Select the expression that has the value that is the least. The least means that we are looking for the smallest value. We're going to look at each question individually and then compare the answers at the end. This question, I'm going to leave the 1/4 out in front. I'm going to multiply these two exponents together to give me 4 to the 6th. Then I'm going to leave the rest of the question. Write down 1/4. I'm going to subtract these exponents to give me 4 squared. Next step, I'm going to evaluate 4 squared to give me 16. And 1/4 of 16 is 4. That's the value for A. Moving on to B, 1/2. I'm going to look at these inside the brackets first. I have 3 on top, 4 on the bottom. When I subtract 3 minus 4, that leaves me with the -1. Or I can have a 1/4 squared. I'll write it all out. 1/2 times 1/4 times 1/4. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. I get a value for B of 1/32. Moving on to C. 1/2 stays where it is. A power of a power. I will multiply to give me 4 to the 6th, 4 to the 4th. I'm going to subtract these two. Rewrite 1/2. We'll get 4 squared. Half of 16 gives me a value of 8. 8 is the value for C. And finally, last step, 1/4. I'm going to do the same thing that I did in B. You've got 3 and you've got the 4. Subtract to give me -1, and that will result in 1/4 squared. So I have the 1/4 that is on the outside, 1/4 once, 1/4 twice. Multiply all the ones. 1 times 1 times 1 gives me 1. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. Now when I'm looking and I compare the 4, I can compare the 1/32, I compare the 1/8, and I compare the 1/64. This one is the smallest value. The answer is D, and we are finished the question.
That was easy.